Have you ever noticed these people? Those who would rather spend the evening at home than at a noisy party. Those who stay silent when everyone else is talking. Society calls them strange, lonely, antisocial. We live in a world that worships noise. Social media demands our constant presence, endless communication, an unbroken stream of words and images. Silence has become suspicious. Solitude, a synonym for failure. Modern society has taught us to fear silence. We fill every pause with music, podcasts, or meaningless chatter. We're afraid to be alone with ourselves because we no longer know who we are without external noise. We measure our worth by the number of friends we have online, the invitations we receive, the frequency of calls and messages. But what if I told you that people who are often alone and quiet possess rare qualities that most can't even imagine? Qualities that make them stronger, wiser, and happier than those who constantly seek the spotlight. Quality 1. Staying true to yourself. Socrates once said, "It is better to be in disagreement with the whole world than to be at odds with yourself." Let's start by clearing up the biggest misconception. These people are not antisocial. That's the first and most important thing to understand. They are not afraid of people, nor do they avoid them out of fear or insecurity. Their choice to be alone is exactly that, a choice, not a necessity. Have you ever turned down a party, not because you weren't invited, but simply because you didn't feel like going, and felt relief after making that decision? That's what it means to be at peace with yourself. These people don't change who they are to gain approval. They don't pretend to be more outgoing than they really are. They don't force a smile when they'd rather be quiet. Quality 2. The ability for deep reflection. The unexamined life is not worth living, said Socrates. There's a vast difference between loneliness and solitude. Loneliness is when you suffer from the absence of people. Solitude is when you enjoy your own company. These people have chosen the latter. They've understood something that takes most a lifetime to learn. To be happy with someone else, you must first learn to be happy with yourself. How many people do you know who can't spend even one evening alone without feeling restless or sad? Who reach for their phones the moment silence falls? Their inner world is so rich that they don't need constant external stimulation. They read, reflect, create, observe the world around them. When was the last time you truly thought about your life? Not scrolling through a feed or doing something on autopilot, but really thinking, where am I going? What do I want? Who am I really? Quality 3. Self-sufficiency. Socrates said, "The fewer the needs, the closer a man is to the gods." These people find beauty in simple things, in a cup of morning coffee, in the play of light and shadow, in the quiet of early dawn. This isn't selfishness. It's self-sufficiency, born of deep self-understanding. They know their strengths and weaknesses. They know what brings them joy and what drains their energy. They've learned to tell the difference between their true desires and the expectations society imposes on them. Quality 4. Respect for boundaries. Let him who would move the world first move himself, Socrates believed. These people prefer to live peacefully, without interfering in the lives of others. Not because they don't care, but because they understand the importance of boundaries. Think of the person who never gossips, never talks behind others' backs, never gives unsolicited advice. Don't you feel at peace around such people? How many times have you been drawn into someone else's problems and later regretted it? How much energy have you wasted on dramas that had nothing to do with you? When you stop meddling in other people's lives, you save an enormous amount of energy. Your life becomes calmer, and your relationships healthier. This isn't indifference. When their loved ones truly need help, they're always there, but they don't try to save those who don't want to be saved. Quality 5. Reliability. Socrates taught that silence is golden. You know the kind of people who talk constantly but say nothing of value. Now think of the person who speaks just one sentence, and everyone falls silent because they know something meaningful is about to be said. In a world where everyone is desperate to be heard, where people talk just to fill the air, where words have lost their weight, these people have chosen silence. They don't make empty promises. Their silence speaks louder than words. Ask yourself, whom do you trust more? The one who promises mountains, or the one who quietly gets things done? Quality 6. The ability to let go of unhealthy relationships. The secret of change is to focus all your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new, said Socrates. Be honest. How many people do you keep in your life out of duty, guilt, or habit? And how would your life change if you allowed yourself to let them go? These people have chosen a different path. They've chosen themselves. And that's healthy self-love. They've realized a simple truth. Not everyone deserves a place in your life. Your time and energy are resources, and they must be protected. Quality 7. Deep loyalty. Be slow to fall into friendship, but when thou art in, continue firm and constant, said Socrates. Instead of surrounding themselves with dozens of superficial acquaintances, they choose a few deep, meaningful connections. Quality over quantity. That's their life creed. How many friends do you have on social media? 500, 1,000. Now, honestly, how many of them could you call at 3 a.m. if something terrible happened? Exactly. Think about the people in your life who have only a few friends. But those friendships last for decades. That's who we're talking about. When they open their hearts, they become the most loyal friends you could ever meet. Their faithfulness knows no limits. They don't change friends like gloves. When they let someone into their life, it's a deliberate, conscious choice. These people will not betray you, judge you, or abandon you in hard times. They will stand by you because they chose you knowingly. Do you see now why Socrates said, "Know thyself"? Because all these qualities, authenticity, depth, self-sufficiency, boundaries, reliability, wisdom in relationships, and loyalty, they all begin with one thing: knowing yourself. These quiet, solitary people are not strange. They're not antisocial. They're not failures. They've simply understood something most never will. That true strength lies in silence, not in noise. That real wealth is within, not outside. That genuine friendship is measured not by quantity, but by depth.